Alrighty. My name is Tolinar, and I am a constructor. Well, I'm still an Overlord, but we're playing Fortnite. So let's take a look around. I am currently in Plankerton. I have been in Plankerton since, let me check my... I've been in Plankerton since, I believe it was July 26th? Yes, it was July 26th that I finally got to Plankerton at 7 p.m. However, I chose not to start my storm shield because I'm chasing advantages and intangibles that only an Overlord knows how. So let's take a look at how I'm doing. I've logged quite a bit of time in this game. As you can see, my power level is currently 23. And that's not too shabby. We've got the map. Yay. Now here's my hero. She's 3-star maxed. I haven't even worked on the others. But mostly I'm just doing all constructors. I've got some pretty good defenders here. We can level them up just a little bit. Give them a little more power. Jill's one of my favorites. Okay, but I really like my sniper here. I've got this awesome epic defender sniper and 2 others exactly like her. So yeah, we get a lot more mission defenders around here than we need. Let's roll on. Here we've got our survivor squad with decent stats. You can see I've got some cards hooked up. So that's some cards. And I've just got nobody set to defender squads. And as for expeditions, I have chosen to completely skip expeditions. I haven't done a thing with it. I'm not even sure how to unlock this group. I've been intentionally avoiding doing expeditions. Mostly because doing expeditions tends to cost people. And I don't want to spend my people on expeditions. I'm willing to work hard. Here's the armory. So let's take a look at which blueprints I've managed to get. Well, we've got my Silver Scope Deadeye, an epic gun. And this is a very nice gun. I'm probably going to keep on upgrading it right on to the end game. I have to admit, this gun is a little less durable than I would prefer, but it's not bad. And we have the Silver Dragon's Breath. Here we've got a bazooka and some floor spikes. That's not too bad. Here we've got this wall darts. This is the best wall darts trap I could get my hands on. It's not terrible, but I'll probably change traps when I get the chance. Got a ceiling zapper. This is a Thunderbolt. The Thunderbolt is a very, very wide-range shotgun that has no distance on it. So you'll basically, it's a get-out-of-my-face gun. It's similar to the Dragon's Breath, but the Dragon's Breath actually has a much narrower cone of shot compared to the Thunderbolt, which basically fills your screen. Wall spikes. Here's a Warhammer, and I've got a wall dynamo. The Zapotron, I lucked out into that. And the legendary healing pad, which I haven't even bothered leveling up. It'll probably be next. But right now I'm currently working on these retractable floor spikes. We're gonna get these up. I want to have these. So then there's the blooper. This is an explosive weapon. Basically, it's a grenade launcher. I'm kind of hoping I get a better one, but epic isn't too bad. Patrol ward, gas traps, and then we've got wall lights and a bunch of rare stuff. These are the legendaries I don't care about. Founders, Masamune, and the Deconstructor, and the Drumroll, and the Quick Shot. These are your starter ones. The Long Arm Enforcer. The Nocturno is the one that Ramirez gives you to start with. It's got a good balance. But it's kind of a nuisance weapon. The Long Arm Enforcer is a rare shotgun, which is probably very powerful later on. But I don't like the fact that it rolled with so many crit chance mods. The Whirling Doom. Now this is a weapon I'm probably going to upgrade and have on me, even though my character will go hammer after a while. If you count up that durability decay, This thing is going to last so long once it reaches full power. I'll be able to just have a whirling doom on me at all times. Hopefully it'll be rather powerful too, with a 25% damage boost. Here we've got the epic version, the bolt storm, got a bandit, a bullet swarm, which is a fun machine gun. This thing just sprays ammo. Bearcat, the blazing muscle unit, epic version. I have an exterminator and another exterminator. I haven't decided what to do with my spare one yet. They're very different. This one turns into a water and it has improved fire rate. This one turns into nature and has a bigger magazine size. So I'm not sure. Got this great sword the other day, a Lawbringer. This is the Founder's Revolt pistol. It's not bad at all. Skull Cleave, the Vendetta. I haven't tried it. I've got my Warhammer alternate here, which is going to be a Firehammer. Wasp. The Kestrel is an interesting gun. I'm probably going to try to make one and get used to it, but we'll see. I've got a ray gun, but since I've got an assault ray gun, I've also got that Zapatron sniper rifle. This is a recent acquisition. And a razor wire. And then a whole bunch of rares that nobody gives a shit about. As well as my handmade ruler sword that everybody gets. Your emergency schematics. Alright, so we took a look at my junk. Let's check out the hero pile. We're not going to waste too much time on this. I've got a pile of heroes. There they are. Woo! Have I drawn anything awesome? No. Well, maybe one thing. I ended up drawing Centurion Wildcat. And she's pretty sweet. If I ever play Soldier, I'll probably do her. She's got a good balanced approach based on Warcry. So yeah, pretty awesome. My collection book's not that interesting. Let's go to the skill tree. I'm going to go ahead and collect my points and unlock the Storm Shield slot here. I have basically unlocked all of the storage stuff on these research pages and avoided most of the flat score boosts. We'll probably correct that over time, but right now I don't care about statistics so much as I care about essentials. So you can see airstrike and stop right there, so I actually don't even have my third mission defender, which I might end up getting before too long here. I don't know. Probably once I get to 65 on the second skill tree, because I won't be leaving Plankerton for a while. I have been at the opening of Plankerton with my skill tree 2 getting seriously pimped out. I've got the proximity mines. I've got Constructor 3. I can make 3-star traps. I've got all the backpack size mods and stuff like that. I've got some additional defenders. I'm probably gonna snake down here next and get the penultimate fighter in the Sensei, so I can slot a few more survivors into my team, and then probably backpedal. And oh, I already got that one actually. I was planning to do that, but I did that. After that, there'll only be this one here to get, the rowboat, which I don't care about doing that stuff. And then we should be at 65. And at that point, skill tree 3 would unlock for me, except I won't have completed zone 3 just yet, of course. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump on in. And I'll dig through my backpack for you. It's about time we move forward. So let's go to the Plankerton Storm Shield, shall we? Grab my research. Thank you. Let me make sure that I'm set to public. We're all good here. Now I'm going without my microphone because I've got my microphone plugged into my recording software. So I won't be able to chat to my teammates, which is a nuisance, but that's alright. Let me show you around my base. I've been working hard, baby, working hard. So here I am. I've got pre-planning and firewall set. Pre-planning is excellent for reducing the cost of building structures, and firewall is very good for reflecting melee damage. I'm actually going to take a moment to discuss my squad bonuses with you. At one point, I very carefully tested the possibility of going in and out of maps with extremely high trap durability, placing traps, and then changing that bonus out. But they were very clever and removed that possibility. Now all the traps that I place in my home base change durability with my character. So if my character becomes more capable, the traps become more durable. If I lose that capability, the traps lose durability. I'm not a fan of trap damage, so I've just assigned a bunch of cool stuff, and we're gonna go. Actually, I'm gonna have to sit here talking. So let's discuss things. In terms of Atlas defense, one of the most effective strategies that I have discovered, aside from some nuances in structure geometry, which will always be evolving, there'll always be one more thing to learn, is if you move about 7 to 8 panels away, you can build and it won't count towards your build limit, which is good. So I can move some distance away and build a sniper tower. So here we are in Plankerton. The storm shield hasn't been expanded, so it's very small. We're here at the east gate. And of course, there are spikes on everything. And yes, this is all tier 3 metal. So this is where the husks will come from on the east side. And they'll probably come lumbering right up. And here you can see that the alcove for the entryway is very narrow. There's not a whole lot of room to get by. Here we've got the trash compactor. Husks that get flung over here will sort of get crazy machined down into this gap and get fried, which I'm quite happy with. Oh, let's take a look at what I've got in my inventory in a minute. But for now, this is the main alcove. We'll drop on down to the storm shield. There we go. So here we are in the storm shield room. It's fairly open. I don't like it being too claustrophobic in here. And I think my storm shield is actually kind of empty. Yeah, I've got some rocks. So that's good. I like rocks. There's some junk, which I am hanging on to. Average supply. I'll check out my character stock. I've got one sniper rifle that is just about out, and I'm going to have to replace it. I was helping somebody with the Stonewood Storm Shield 9. Things got hectic. I had to use up some rocket launchers and stuff. So, I like hectic. I don't need this bolt revolver. We're going to recycle that. Here I've got a couple melee weapons on me. Again, we don't need this thing. What is this doing in here? I'll just grab stuff and then recycle it later. Now is later? Sure. Okay, I want to make this, but I've already got one, so I don't need it too bad. Okay, traps. Yes, I have a lot of traps. And I had many more traps, but then I started building up my base here in Plankerton. So now most of those traps are set around here. I've been doing some pretty serious resource harvesting. Yeah. I want to drop off my fireworks and M80s. These aren't weapons I'm going to need, so let's go ahead and put them in here. Alright, let's go walking around. Now, getting around a base is one of the challenges of architecture. So here, you can see that there's some very obviously marked out jump pads and stuff for use. And if we come over here on the main alcove, you'll see there's this square, which is conspicuously empty, and it's got this little ring around it. This is for the base to be deployed on. You actually can't deploy the base in design mode. So, walking up the front entryway, we'll go ahead and take the jet. Take a look around. There's the south side entrance to the base. Over here, we can see the North Plains. It's looking pretty good. And over there is the lake. So we'll take the drop down, and we will use these jump way express. Now there is a walking path to get up to the sniper tower. That takes way too long. I'm just gonna take the express. Here we are on the sniper tower. From here, I have sights on basically all the key target areas. Pretty much the whole base. And I've structured this thing to be pretty well hooded. There's just one little gap in the hood specifically so I can drop resource crates down and retrieve them and watch as my beautiful little resources flop off the base and fall beneath me. Really frustrate me. So yeah, this is a pretty neat little structure here. We're gonna go on down and get off this crazy thing. This is the player control zone. Here's the pyramid in my base. I don't believe in the pyramid method, okay? Pyramid method is shit. The reason why is because when all of your walls are slanted, there's no place to put any traps. I know you think it's wonderful to be able to move freely and fire on enemies that stop periodically and attack the ceiling. Oh, it's so neat. Guess what happens when they break through the ceiling? Down they go, and guess what they're gonna land on? Ain't gonna be pretty. So yeah, over here we have one of my sniper turrets. This is the lower floor one for quick access. You can see this one is specifically designed to strike the east lobby. This gate platform here marks where the enemy is going to be emerging at. So we can expect to see them come up out of that gap there. Okay. This is a nice little base. And I specifically like this roof configuration because it leaves lots of gaps for you to fire through and still lots of cover for you to get behind. Very useful for when fighting blasters and things like that. Things you don't want to do. Coming down this way, here's another one. This one with a slightly different design, the 2-window front, because I want to be able to fire in a wider area. And again, I'm expecting a lot more static, a lot more counter fire from this position than I am up there. So I want to be able to say, nope, I'm not getting hit by that bone, I'm not getting hit by that bone, I'm going to blast you, I'm not going to get hit by that. Good way to maintain your shields, bother enemies. Yeah, these traps are all kind of high level, and I prefer it that way. Just going to nuke the crap out of enemies if they get too close. Okay, we're going up and over. Go ahead and drop down into the central alcove. Here we are. This is directly over the top of the storm shield. You can get back into the storm shield by jumping down through here. The storm shield room is pretty open and easy to access, and it is sealed off. So outside the storm shield room is all traps. We've got lots of windows so you can blast your way out. Here is the main runaround. That leads to the oubliettes. Oh look, unupgraded metal. Hee hee, pardon my unsightliness. I'm working on it. Okay, under construction. These are the oubliettes. Let's go take a look. I'll use the jumps to... Anyway, my architecture ain't perfect. Sorry, folks. This wall, if someone were to get down here, would probably be pretty confusing. I'm not expecting too much help on my base, though. This is the easy way out. Jump pads just jumping right out. So, oubliettes, yes. These are oubliettes, and oubliettes are where you put people when you want to forget about them. Enemies that come walking over this wall, I don't know where the enemy's going to come from, but if they come from the north, they're going to come through here, they're going to drop down into this oubliette, and then they're going to basically be dead, because there's lots of traps and stuff. Here, the oubliette splits into two categories. This one spills into that one, and here, this is just a box of death. There's not really an exit. Sorry, Buster. You can beat on the walls and doors, but you're going to die before you get through. And then here, you come up this way, and then, oh no, we're just going to eject you over there. I don't care where you go. Get out of my base. Go flying off somewhere. I'm not too particular. So yeah, those are the oubliettes. Let's check out the lake. Again, I like using express pads to get around bases. So, for the lake, we have 2 sniper turrets, both pretty good coverage. This is where the base will drop. And here you can see the lake. Now the lake is water, and husks move slower in the water. like all players do. So I figured I would take advantage of this and set a few traps out. So yeah, as husks approach, they're gonna get the shit shot out of them. And hopefully that will work just fine. If their heads are too low, then they might not cause the dart traps to fire, but I'm hoping it's gonna work perfectly. Go ahead and upgrade this the rest of the way. We've got some nice, pretty dark steel. Okay, so yeah, there's that. And these are connected to the upper rings, as you can see here. This is another one of my beautiful base structure designs here. We've got a slanted roof. This little panel here specifically so you can get behind fire and dip around. And this is a very narrow crack. It might seem like a decent size firing window here, but from the other side, it's very tough to shoot through. I'll actually just going to show you. Ow. Yeah, fall damage, it happens. So yeah, those are the sniper towers, and as you can see, the gaps are pretty small. So you've got pretty good coverage in there. I'm proud of my designs, yeah. They work nicely. Okay, so we got a couple rings, and these are just platforms you can walk around on. In case they get into the central courtyard, you're able to run a gun through here, through there. Again, we got jump pads. Okay, here we've got the north approach. This was a nice flat plains area, so I thought it would be a good place to deploy some trap walls. So if we come over here, we can see that this area has a whole bunch of rigorously set up panels with dart traps on both sides. So as the enemies waltzing through here, they may not be very obstructed, but they are going to be very dead. They're just taking fire and fire and fire, and just needs upgrading. And fire. And as they come forward, we have this very solid alcove where they get stuck on this medium wall. And the wall size is specifically set so that the barrier's tough, but there's still exploitable angles, and I'll show you what those are. We got some very nice ceiling zappers and some spikes as well. And there's two entrances out of here, and they're at both ends, so we're going to jump through this door over here. We could go in the other side, it's fine. Gonna jet on up, out. I bonked my head. Gonna jet on up. And here we've got this area directly off of the line. Now, because of the pattern that I've set up where you've got a medium wall that is a half wall, which is basically 2 by 3 the lower panels, we've got a half wall set up, and this barrier here, which looks pretty good, and you can fire straight down through here and hit almost every husk, but the firing angle isn't quite perfect, and shorter husks might get stuck here. So what you can do is you can elevate even more if you're obsessive about having the perfect shot. And right here is a dead drop. There is no way anything is going to be able to sit on your wall without you being able to snipe it. It's a good design. I like it. And of course, you have free reign to fire on everything from here. The northeast corner is the only somewhat unsecured section of the base, so I'm assuming that's where the husks are going to come from when we start this thing. So now that we've had a look around the base, I suppose we might as well get started. Yes, let's start this thing. Let's do. Right. We'll see if we get any help from the random stranger community. Somehow, I doubt it. People are kind of suck. I'm not expecting very much. Am I armed? I am armed. Am I ready? Sure, I'm ready. Alright, let's expand the storm shield. Level 1, go.
Woo!
My butt on up here. Just a little nervous. Performance day. It'll suck if I can't clear this, but I think I'm good. And we're in the trash compactor. Put my toe on the jumper. Okay. Here we go.
Here we go! Shield power increasing.
The east. They are coming in the main alcove.
Prepare for an attack from the east.
Here they come. Base going down. Quite a few enemies.
Hang on here. Now this is fun.
Oh boy.
Oh, for husk's sake.
Bit of a lag spike there. Alright, let's get in position to assist this. Not worried about these little guys, they don't do anything. They're not even gonna make it past the first fusillade. Lag spike. Come on, I don't want rubber banding, that's no fun. I don't have to shoot you either, apparently. You get that big guy. Pretty laggy, but we're okay. They are starting to make their way through. A lot of them are getting caught in the trash compactor, actually.
Hey, our fort's getting beat up.
Let's find out where they're at. I think they're just stuck in the trash compactor. Yeah, they're getting trapped in the trash compactor. We aren't doing that. Just gonna let the trap.
I'm sorry.
Hang on, I think I see something big. Not too worried about any of these. They won't get very far. Huh? Oh. Appreciate it. Call it a wave.
We have a break in the action. Another wave coming soon. Woo! Prepare for an attack from the
Laggy.
south.
Storm Shield South, huh? Okay. They're going to attack the oubliettes. I'm curious to see how well this will work.
Woo!
Here we go.
Husk parade.
They're all gonna come through here. And into the oubliettes they go. Interesting. They're actually supporting the oubliettes. We got
Trouble
lobbers.
at our fort.
one-shot, one kill. It was a one-shot, one leg. Lobber. Down, no up, no down. We're getting some snapback. Changing rifles. Too busy to recycle. I don't care that much about free maps. So yeah, they never stood a chance against my traps. I know this. I am looking for serious threats. Pitchers won't be able to get in range. Oh, what's Hager? Wow, he teleported faster than usual. Come here, big guy. I got something for you. Seems like this is the preferred path. That's gonna kick these guys on out of here. I have the luxury of being disorganized. Hey, don't break that shit. I just built that. Maker.
You did it!
That was ridiculously easy. Alright, guys. So, welcome to Plankerton. Thanks very much for watching. This has been a 2-week status report. Yeah. I'll see you next time.